I'll start with an orchestra composition I wrote called Blue Moon Waltz. Thank you. Well, my name is Usman Riaz. I was fortunate to be selected to be a TED Fellow. That's why I'm here. I'm very grateful to be here. I'd like to think of myself as mainly a storyteller, but I'm a composer and an artist. TED really opened up a lot of avenues for me. It's the reason I'm standing here today. But the one thing that has enamored me since I was small has to be animation, Japanese animation in particular. I remember being just a child and watching Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind and all the Ghibli films that followed that, Princess Mononoke, and name them all. But I mean, they moved me so much as a child, and I never understood why they had such an effect on me, why they resonated with me so much. And as I got older, I realized that they were the perfect amalgamation of everything that I love: beautiful art, incredible music, and a rich narrative that just draws you in. And there was also this profound sense of loneliness that I never really felt when I watched anything else. And that feeling turned into obsession as I bought book after book, read interview after interview, just trying to understand the techniques that these filmmakers use, the people they work with, the composers they work with, listening to the music of these films. And the more I studied, the more I realized that I would never truly understand unless I dove into it myself and actually started doing those things. So I decided to do just that. I started writing my own story with my own artwork, my own characters, heavily influenced by everything that I was watching, and started drawing my own storyboards, and then everything just started to fall into place. There's something incredibly beautiful about hand-drawn cell animation. It never looks obsolete, something CGI cannot pull off. The beauty of the beauty of the lines drawn by the human hand cannot be replicated in today's obsession with computer-generated imagery. And I want to go back to these filmmaking techniques used by master filmmakers like Hayao Miyazaki, like Isao Takahata, and more recently the works of Makoto Shinkai. Each frame in these films is like a work of art. I mean, it blows my mind that each frame has been meticulously planned out and drawn and composed by the director himself. These are a few frames from Hayao Miyazaki's Howl's Moving Castle, where he has planned out each and every frame that you see in the film that the animators work on. And next to my storyboards for a story I wrote called The Glass Worker. Well, what is The Glass Worker? It is a story, a coming-of-age story about a young boy named Vincent, who is the son of a glassmith. He really looks up to his father, and he's struggling to make glass sculptures and learning, and he falls in love with one of the people who frequently visit the shop, a young girl by the name of Elise. I wanted to portray a love story that is different from others. The audience will grow with the characters and watch their love develop in subtle ways, ultimately leading to their heartbreak and how the characters move on from it. The interactions will take place mainly within the glass shop and the artist's workshop. I also wanted to focus on the craftsmanship and skill of glass blowers. It's a beautiful art that I feel hasn't been explored too often in film. And because of the setting, lighting and color will play a significant role in the film. Music will be the primary narrative tool. There will be very little dialogue, and I'll use instruments like the piano, strings, and glockenspiel to evoke the nature of glass and tell the story. The glass shop and the art will be a metaphor for life, that life is beautiful but fragile, like glass itself. And the way I've always worked in the past is I've surrounded myself with people who are much more talented than me, because their contributions to the project can only elevate it and make it even better. I've made 2 short films because I surrounded myself with a team of incredibly talented people who, with their input, like I said, elevated the project, and their ideas and creative input were sometimes even better than what I was envisioning for my work. And I feel that is the only way to work. Collaboration is the only way to work, because there is no way I can do something like this on my own. I've tried and it'll take way too long. No, I want the help of artists and animators, creative people who can contribute to the project and take it up to heights that I never even dreamed for it. And the animation and art from this country is what has inspired me since I was small. So in any way, if I can just say thank you with my work, that would mean the world to me. Thank you very much.